Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the top 10 red flags Prince Harry should have seen in his girl Meghan Markle. Starting off with number 10, Mad Meghan. Meghan and Harry's whirlwind romance has been in the spotlight pretty much since they got together. With fans and haters watching their every move, this couple is used to getting lots of attention, whether they like it or not. When Harry got with Meg, people started watching Meg like a hawk, dissecting her every move. Naturally, when you're part of the royals, people are gonna be more inclined to know what you're like. As someone part of the royal family, displaying strong emotions is not necessarily expected, especially in a public setting. After being invited as a guest speaker at the Power of Women charity benefit, Meg seemed irritated after pictures of her were published where she was seen lashing out at an employee in the parking garage. Pics published in the Daily Mail show her looking pretty ticked off while pointing directly at someone. Some believe she was scolding one of her employees, while others say she was letting a parking attendant have it. As a person, I feel like keeping your cool in inconvenient situations is pretty important, but as a royal, I think Meghan should have been more mindful of her position and the amount of eyes on her. But hey, there's always more to a story, right? And it's hard to figure out with pictures out of context. Number 9, 14 top staffers. When the series Harry and Meghan dropped, a lot of criticism came out of it. And of course, the palace insiders were seething with rage at allegations made in the Netflix docuseries. The trailer was also slammed by online trolls who called the series hypocritical. In conversation with Sky News Australia's Paul Murray, Meghan Kelly mentioned her perspective on the bullying allegations and how they were coming out from the abandonment of her friends and family. Her wedding peppered by only celebrities and no one who actually knew or loved her. Ouch, that one even hurt me, and she isn't even talking about me. Kelly also brought up how the palace lost 14 top staffers in the past few years, and how it's not normal to lose 14, especially at that level when you're royal. People probably really want to work for you. I think it's more about needing to work rather than wanting to work for the royals, but yeah, I'm sure someone's dream job is to work for an entitled and privileged family, who, might I add, have very specific demands. Royal family lovers don't come for me, just my personal opinion. The haters were quick to bring their opinions into the discussion, calling the couple out for writing a letter making it clear that the monarchy is a horribly oppressive system. Right before signing their letter, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This outrage has caused former employees to voice their frustration with NDAs that limit them from saying anything about the lies in the Netflix docuseries. One of the palace staffers claimed that Meg knows the workers can't financially protect themselves by going to court, so she thinks she can do whatever she wants without many repercussions. Counting down to number 8, the Royal Ultimatum. Before Meg and Harry's relationship was made public, there was some turbulence. The streets are saying Meghan apparently told the prince that she'd break up with him if their relationship was not made public. Maybe she wasn't sure whether the scandals would be worth it if the relationship wasn't serious enough, or she wanted that royal status ASAP. What do you think? Was her motive to be known as a royal member, or is there more to the relationship we may never know about? My girl Meghan seems to love her man enough for the world to know and wants the same. An ultimatum does seem a bit extreme and almost manipulative though. But do you think Meghan forced his hand to release a public statement announcing their relationship to the world? According to a source, the nature of this media push was rageful, which made Harry start freaking out and worrying for his relationship. Number 7, complaining. During the royal tours, the smiles and nice photos covered up the behind the scenes of the tour, which was apparently a nightmare. This tour is an amazing time to empower others and be a good role model as a royal. It's tradition and is keen for the royal family to build good relations and is also good publicity. Only issue is Meghan didn't see the importance in that and has been quoted on multiple occasions by staff for saying, "I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this." Meghan, you got to travel the world and be treated royally. Is that not enough? I get time is money, but if you're doing it for the man you love, wouldn't you just want to do it for him and his family instead of for personal gain? Number 6, Meghan Beckham. An English TV personality says the Duchess of Cambridge became increasingly frustrated with Meghan's attitude towards her privileged position and feels she ruined her relationship with her brother-in-law Harry. Kate apparently was not amused by the way Meghan was behaving. You never see Kate whining and moaning, and she's had a fair bit of bad press herself, but you don't see her going on TV. She does it the right way. Meghan should have taken a leaf out of Kate's book. According to Lizzie, Kate also blames Meghan for ruining her once close relationship with Harry. Before Meghan came on the scene, Harry, William, and Kate were so close. Now Harry seems to be a different guy. It seems Meghan has alienated him from his friends and family. Lizzie adds that just like the Queen, Kate's biggest fear is that Meghan will sell out the monarchy for millions. The Queen is worried Meghan will go nuclear. She's worried she will go to the Oprah Winfrey talk shows and spill all the beans on the royal family. I mean, look, already her friends have gone and said the royal family is toxic. I think the Queen had to take firm reins and let them have their way, let them go, because she needed to take control. Lizzie also claims Meghan's ultimate goal is to turn herself and Harry into global stars like the Beckhams, and she won't let anyone, not even the royal family, stand in her way. Don't forget, I met Meghan a few years ago and Victoria Beckham was there, and Meghan was squealing with excitement that Victoria was in the same building as her. I mean, I have to admit, it's a bit of a red flag if the person you are getting into a relationship with is souring your relationships with people close to you, especially family. But then again, there's always two sides to a story, and who knows how biased these stories are. On to number 5, mocking Harry's traditions. Yikes. I don't know if you've seen the docuseries yet, but Meghan has been slammed online for mocking having to curtsy to the late Queen in the series. The American Duchess was discussing how unusual she found it to have to curtsy to the Queen, saying it was like medieval times in episode 2 of the new doc. Not being able to handle other cultures or traditions in other countries seems like a red flag, and mocking them? I don't know, Meg, doesn't seem like something you should be joking about. Anyway, she dramatically bowed low to demonstrate her first curtsy to the beloved former monarch, before straightening back up with a small giggle. Online commenters were quick to slam her for appearing to mock the institution of the monarchy. One critic tweeted, "Meghan Markle mocking the monarch with that supposed curtsy? How utterly disrespectful of the British people and their tradition." Another seethed, "Meghan Markle mocks the respect of a curtsy for a beloved queen, mocks the tradition of the monarchy and the UK, and finds herself adorable while doing it." A third fumed, "The worst part is Meghan mocking having to curtsy to the Queen and that stupid mocking voice she uses after. Most people will be offended by her mockery of an old beloved woman." However, others defended Meghan and said that the scene was hilarious. One commenter said, "The curtsy part was so funny to me. Watching Meghan do that deep bow and Harry's face, I can't lie, it was kind of funny but also a little awkward." On to number 4, Mad Meghan Part 2. Meghan was accused of abrasive behavior towards staff members and diplomats. Looking back at the Sussexes' visit to Sydney, Australia, where they received an amazing reception, Bauer writes, "Meghan was allegedly abrasive towards her 4 female staff and even towards the local British diplomats." According to one report, Meghan allegedly threw a cup of tea into the air. Not the tea. He continued by saying that her anger may have been partly fueled by Harry. Every night he trawled social media, searching for snide comments on the internet. Every morning, he and Meghan turned on their phones to surf the internet. That does not sound very healthy to me. Australia, as covered in past videos, didn't seem to be as fun as the couple may have hoped, and it's been reported they were feeling down in the down under. Good one, right? On to number 3, Meghan over Harry. If we look objectively at the couple, since breaking away from the royal family, who has gotten the better end of the deal? Meghan Markle is living in LA, pitching Hollywood decision makers, voicing Disney documentaries, and positioning herself as a woke cultural voice. Prince Harry has given his family the cold shoulder, severing ties with his late grandma, father, and brother. He's reportedly been depressed and feeling down. The high point may have been when he was filmed reading Thomas the Tank Engine. It doesn't take a genius to figure out who's benefiting. The final straw was watching Prince Harry throw his grandmother and all she's accomplished for the Commonwealth over the past 67 plus years under the bus just to provide Meghan Markle with yet another cause to pursue. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he made a complete fool of himself by showing his lack of knowledge on the matter. That part didn't surprise me. Looking silly seems to be what Prince Harry specializes in these days. Number 2, the Queen's thoughts. How did the late Queen Liz feel about his grandson's wife? Queen Liz once said he is too in love with Meghan. Queen Elizabeth was truly delighted when she was informed that Harry and Meghan were tying the knot. However, she was under the impression that Harry was perhaps a little over in love with Meghan. That was the most the Queen had ever said against the new Duchess of Sussex. Was Queen Elizabeth implying that the couple's intense love was actually a red flag? Prince Harry is known to be close with his grandmother, and he may have taken that into account when he was considering being with Meg. And it seems like a lot of his other family was not necessarily thrilled with his decision to tie the knot with her either. But again, two sides to a story, right? And last but not least, what kind of royal family drama is it without the royal in-laws hating the newcomer? Prince William allegedly absolutely hates his brother Prince Harry's wife Meghan Markle. A friend of his own wife, Kate Middleton, has claimed. In an explosive interview, the unnamed friend of the Princess of Wales shared just how much Prince William dislikes Meghan and blames her for his falling out with Prince Harry. She stated that the family blames Meghan for it all and absolutely hates her. She mentioned how the brothers shared an incredible bond, but when Meghan came along, everyone warned Harry, but she just ripped him away. The bond is completely gone, and the series is just the latest betrayal. Their friends said that the couple's relationship is really toxic and destructive for all of them. At the end of the day, they are a family who feels as if their family life has been ruined by Meghan. Clearly, the family is upset from whatever the couple has been spilling about them in past interviews and now the docuseries. But it is interesting to think about how Harry never thought to expose the royal family this way until he got with Meghan. Is Meghan contributing in getting Harry to expose his family's drama? On the other hand, Harry is a grown man and is able to make decisions for himself. But it is important to note that his whole family shares the same sentiment about Meghan. Red flag? But speaking of family, Meghan does not have the best family ties either. Meghan Markle's relationship with her family was a hot topic in the run-up to her wedding. Her husband-to-be inadvertently caused a stink when he said of the Windsors to BBC Radio 4, "It's the family that I suppose she's never had." Prince Harry's comment hurt the Markles, who hit back, "She's had a really good family." Half-brother Thomas Markle Jr. claimed, "We were as close as we could be." So why did Harry shade them? So many questions, not enough answers, and from the looks of it, we'll never know. But that's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more royal updates. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.